Welcome to the CareClinic pod. I'm Emma, and this is Jones.
Ever feel like you're just completely running on fumes? Like constantly wired, but also tired at the same time?
Oh, tell me about it.
It's like the modern day dilemma,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
We all know stress is bad,
Yeah.
but did you know it can actually speed up aging?
Yeah, it's true. Chronic stress, it really takes a toll on the body and mind, and it can even make it hard to think straight, affect your cognitive function.
It's wild. But, okay, there's this thing, I've heard of it. Heart rate variability.
HRV.
Yeah, HRV. What is that exactly? Because it kind of sounds like heart rate, and I'm already tracking that.
Yeah, they're related for sure, but it's not the same thing.
Right.
So heart rate is just the number of beats per minute, right?
Right.
But HRV, it actually looks at the tiny variations in the time between each heartbeat.
So it's like looking at the rhythm of my heart, not just how fast it's going.
That is a great way to put it, yeah. And believe it or not, those tiny variations, they give us a window into how adaptable and resilient your autonomic nervous system is.
Okay, so break that down for me because I know autonomic nervous system, that's like breathing and digestion.
Exactly. It controls all those automatic functions in your body, like your heart rate, breathing, digestion, all that stuff.
Okay.
And it's got two main branches. The sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest.
Okay.
So when you have a higher HRV, it suggests there's a good balance between those two. You can easily switch between stress and relaxation.
So higher HRV, good.
Yeah, higher HRV is good. It means your body's adaptable, it's resilient, it can handle whatever life throws at you.
Got it.
Now, on the flip side, lower HRV, that can indicate that you might be stuck in that fight or flight mode a bit too often. And over time, that can lead to some health issues.
So it's like a stress detector in a way.
Exactly. It's like your body's giving you a signal, hey, you need to take a break and recharge.
Okay, I like that. I should be tracking my HRV.
You should. You should. And you know what? Speaking of tracking, the CareClinic app is a fantastic tool for that. You can easily monitor your HRV right from your phone.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of get what HRV is now. How does it actually work in relation to that whole nervous system, that two-branch system thing?
Right. So imagine the sympathetic and parasympathetic systems like a seesaw. Okay.
Okay.
When your sympathetic system is dominant, think high stress situations, your heart beats in a more rigid, predictable pattern.
So it's like my heart gets in a rut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It gets stuck and your HRV decreases.
Okay.
But then when that parasympathetic system is in control, you're relaxed and chilling, your heart rhythm becomes more flexible and your HRV increases.
My heart's doing a happy dance.
Exactly, yeah. It's easily shifting gears and adapting as needed. And that's what we want, that flexibility.
Got it. So what's considered a good HRV score?
That's the question everyone asks. And there's no magic number, unfortunately. It can vary so much based on your age, your gender, your fitness level. What matters most is tracking your own HRV over time.
So I'm establishing like a baseline for myself.
Exactly. See how your HRV changes in response to different situations.
Makes sense. I'm guessing the CareClinic app can help with that too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You can see how your HRV responds to a tough deadline at work, or, how it changes when you're on that relaxing vacation.
Awesome. All right, we've covered the basics of what HRV is and why it matters. Now, how do we actually improve it?
Right. That's where things get really empowering.
Yeah.
Because there's so much you can do to actually boost your HRV. There are tons of science-backed strategies that can make a big difference.
Okay, let's hear them.
So first up, exercise. Regular exercise, especially cardio.
I love a good run. So
Yep.
running, that's good for my HRV.
Oh, yeah, big time. Running, brisk walking, cycling, anything that gets your heart rate up, it helps train your autonomic nervous system to be more adaptable.
Wow. Okay, so getting my heart pumping is actually good for my HRV in the long run.
Exactly. And even things like Tai Chi and dance, those coordination exercises, they can be really beneficial too.
Interesting. So it's not just about pushing myself to the limit.
No, not at all. It's about finding those activities that challenge your body in different ways, finding that variety.
Awesome. What else can we do?
Deep breathing, deep resonant breathing. It's super powerful. Research has shown that breathing at a slower rate, like about 6 breaths per minute, that can increase your HRV and reduce stress.
So deep breaths when I'm feeling stressed.
Exactly. It sends a signal to your body like, hey, it's time to chill. And it's surprising how effective it can be.
I'm going to have to try that. Okay. Deep breathing, check. What else?
Mindfulness and meditation, even just a few minutes each day can make a difference.
I've always struggled with mindfulness, trying to make it a habit.
It's tough. But start small. There are lots of great apps out there, guided meditations online. Find something that works for you and try to incorporate it into your daily routine.
Okay, I'll give it another shot. Mindfulness, check.
Now, what about tools? Like, are there any tools or techniques out there that can help with HRV?
You bet. There are some cool things emerging. Have you heard of the Apollo Neuro wearable?
Apollo Neuro, it rings a bell. It's that little device, right? You wear it.
Yeah, that's the one. It uses these gentle vibrations and it actually stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system.
So it's like giving my parasympathetic system a little boost.
Exactly, a little nudge in the right direction. And the cool thing is it's backed by a ton of research. Clinical trials, real-world studies, case studies.
Wow, that's impressive. So if someone was serious about improving their HRV, that might be something worth checking out.
Definitely. And then, of course, there's the Aura Ring. It's a stylish ring that tracks a bunch of health metrics, including your HRV.
I've heard good things about that one. It seems like people are really starting to pay attention to HRV more and more these days.
They are, and for good reason. It's such a valuable tool for understanding your body and managing stress. Before we wrap up, you mentioned something earlier that I wanted to touch on. You said HRV, it's about more than just stress. It's about optimizing your performance in all areas of life.
100%. A healthy HRV, it doesn't just make you more resilient to stress, it can actually help you perform better in all kinds of situations. Whether you're an athlete prepping for competition, or a speaker about to give a big presentation, or you're working on a creative project.
Yeah.
Having a higher HRV can help you stay calm and focused. Get in the zone.
It's like the secret weapon for unlocking your potential. I like that.
Yeah. It's all about having that adaptability and resilience. Even kids can benefit from some simple HRV boosting techniques.
Really?
Yeah. My kids are 5 and 8, and whenever they get into an argument, one of them will inevitably say to the other one, "Take 2 breaths."
Oh, that's cute.
It's so simple, but it's amazing how such a small shift can make such a big difference.
And they're learning how to regulate their own emotions. That's so great. Never too early to start.
Mm.
Okay, before we move on, key takeaways about HRV.
Sure. I'd say the biggest takeaway is that HRV is this incredibly valuable metric. It can give you these deep insights into your overall well-being. It's a window into how healthy and resilient your autonomic nervous system is.
Right, so it's all about that stress response.
Exactly. And, a higher HRV generally means a more balanced and resilient nervous system. So you're better equipped to handle stress, recover quickly, and just perform at your best.
And remember, listeners, you have the power to actually improve your HRV. It's not set in stone. There's so many things you can do.
Yeah. Regular exercise, deep breathing, mindfulness, even tools like the Apollo Neuro or the Aura Ring.
Small, consistent changes. That's what matters. And of course, the CareClinic app is a great way to track your progress.
Exactly. It's all about paying attention to those trends, those patterns, and seeing how your body responds to different things.
The CareClinic app makes it super easy to monitor your HRV right from your phone.
So there you go. What are you waiting for? Download the CareClinic app today and start tuning into your HRV.
It's like having a personal trainer for your nervous system.
I like that.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You can unlock a calmer, more resilient you, and that's a beautiful thing.
And it's like having this extra insight into how your body's handling everything that's going on.
It really is. It's amazing.
And that's what's so empowering about it. You're not just passively accepting stress.
Right.
You're understanding it and taking steps to actually manage it.
I love that. Becoming more aware of my body's signals.
Yes.
And responding in a way that, creates more balance and well-being.
Exactly. And the more we learn about HRV, the more we see just how interconnected everything is.
Yeah.
Physical health, mental health, performance, it's all linked.
It's like a ripple effect.
Right.
It's like taking care of one thing is taking care of it all.
Absolutely. And the benefits extend far beyond just reducing stress. You're talking about a fuller, more vibrant life overall.
Okay, so to wrap up this deep dive into the world of HRV, I want to leave our listeners with a thought-provoking question. What if, by simply tuning into your HRV, you could unlock a calmer, more resilient you? A you who can handle challenges, gracefully navigate stress with ease, and truly thrive in all areas of life?
That is a powerful question. And I believe the answer lies within each of us. We have the power to change our relationship with stress, and HRV is the key.
So listeners, take a deep breath, download the CareClinic app, and embark on this incredible journey of self-discovery. Your heart will thank you.
And so will your mind and body.
It's almost like getting that feedback loop from your body,
Yeah,
right?
it is like a biofeedback loop.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
gives you that data you need to make positive changes.
So we've talked about what HRV is, why it's important, how to improve it. Any final thoughts for our listeners?
I think the biggest takeaway here is that we have more control over our stress response than we realize.
We really do.
And HRV, it's like this incredible tool that can guide us on that journey to better well-being.
It's amazing. It's empowering.
It is. It's empowering.
So to wrap things up, if you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, like you're running on fumes, remember that you are not alone.
You're not alone. It's so common.
And there are things you can do to take back control. Start by paying attention to your HRV.
Absolutely.
The CareClinic app is a fantastic way to do that. It's easy to use. It's right there on your phone.
It's right there in your pocket.
Yeah. And, it could be the first step towards a calmer, more resilient you.
To a healthier, happier you.
That's a great way to put it. Thanks so much for joining me today. This was an amazing conversation.
It was my pleasure.
And listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.